What's up, everybody? This is Green Lantern.
And this is T-Gel.
We got a T-Gel battle against God of Welfare, so here you go.
Yeah, this was a really good battle. I gotta shout out to this guy. It was really close and I had a lot of fun. Okay, let's get this started then. So I lead off my Dawn fan, and he's gonna leave out with a Grumpig, I believe it's called. And I was thinking about going for rocks. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take this thing out fast, because I think it would have an energy ball, because they usually carry one. And you know what? I was right. Later on, it does have an energy ball.
It paid off because he went for that mirror coat. I guess this is like an anti-lead Grumpig or something. So we decided, you know what? Let's just Earthquake away because we know we can take more than one energy ball because it's unstabbed. And I don't think Grumpig is like. I know it has higher special attack, but I don't think it has like the highest. It's not like Alakazam or anything.
Yeah, I actually believe it's more defensive, like specially defensive. So yeah, Donphan takes that out, and now he sends in his Darmanitan, and I go with that Ice Shard, and look at how much damage that does. Yeah, and it's, oh no, it wasn't, never mind.
He goes for the U-turn because it doesn't do shit. And after he did U-turn, we figured out that this thing's scarfed because there's no way. I mean, yeah, that's why it has U-turn. So we go to T-Gel.
And here I go. I'm like, oh, it's a flying type. But then he sends in Porygon too, and it has Trace. And I'm like, what is he doing? And I figure out he's a master planner of prediction and awesomeness.
I know, it's amazing. So we go to Leonidas because we're like, alright, we're going to take anything this guy can get and smack him with a close combat. But he goes into I'm a Probe You, which is his disgusting Tentacruel, and it takes that close combat. And not as good as I thought it was going to take it, because I mean, it's pretty bulky.
Yeah, it's a banded Terrakion, and for God's sakes, it's Leonidas. It dishes out pain all day.
It's actually scarfed, but whatever. He's going to Scald, and we don't want to take a Scald because the defense drop. But he gets a burn, and T-Gel always gets burned, so he knew that was coming.
Yeah, I really haven't been lucky with the Scald lately. So he knocks off my Evilite. I'm like, oh, wow, Porygon is kind of useless now. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt away, because that's what pros do. They just Thunderbolt all day.
Yep, so now he's going to set up his spikes, because I guess he realizes he'd rather get up entry hazards than try to kill us, because he doesn't want to risk his, him dying, or something, I don't know.
Yeah, so now he goes back to that Darmanitan, hits me with a U-turn, but I live. And I'm like, oh yeah. Nice drop, Porygon 2. I'm going to go for that Thunder Wave, I believe. Yes, Thunder Wave, because I'm like, oh, he's going to go for the U-turn. Smart move. So now Porygon, it really going to make a difference, because Porygon's already slow. I go for the Ice Beam. It does nothing. He goes to Recover, so I'm going to die from that burn damage, which was a smart move on him.
Yeah, really smart move. It was pretty awesome, but I don't know. So we go to Leonidas. We're like, alright, bro. He doesn't have Tentacruel. Someone's about to get smacked by a close combat, but he retreats. And we're like, what? And he goes into Charles, which is, I don't know why he went into Darmanitan. I guess he didn't want anything to take close combat. He does have a Metagross. So I was like, whoa, why'd you go into Charles? But what if he took a close combat to the face and died because of it?
Maybe he thought, oh wait, Darmanitan has a lot of health, it could take it, but no, it's pretty frail. So I switch out, and I go into for Alligator, Steve Irwin.
And Steve Irwin comes in here, and since this guy doesn't have a Mantine, Steve Irwin's going to be able to parade around like a badass. He takes a Meteor Mash like a boss, and he's going to withdraw, because he's like, oh, Steve Irwin's coming in, oh, I don't want to die, oh, Earthquake, and he predicted the Earthquake very nicely.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh no, and he's gonna Brave Bird the fuck out of me right here. And I'm like, no, Steve Irwin, because everything can die from a Brave Bird. It's just too good.
So go to T-Gel, because we're faster. We're hoping he's not scarfed. So we Volt Switch, hoping this will kill. And it does, because T-Gel is pretty awesome. Not as cool as Sergeant Thunder, but T-Gel still gets shit done.
Yeah, so I go back to Leonidas, just because I love Leonidas, and he goes out to his Metagross. I switch out because I don't want to take a Psychic move, and I go back to D-Gel, just Death Fodder, and he goes for a Bullet Punch, and I take that very nicely. And I was surprised about that. So he's going to withdraw, sends in Porygon 2, and I go with the Hidden Power Fire, thinking he's gonna change. That he's gonna stay in with Metagross.
He went his Porygon to try that little trick, but we're like, no, hidden power fire. And then I guess he thought we were gonna switch, but we're like, we don't want, if we had it all planned, the rest of the battle planned out. So we just decided to go for hidden power fire, and it came back to bite him in the butt, because thanks to that was pretty much the game-winning play. Because I'm sure that if he could have taken, you'll see later. So he gets the Volt absorb, big whoop, and we're just gonna spam that hidden power fire, baby, because that's all we do.
Yeah, I just decided to death fodder Jolteon as of now, just because it only has 2 Pokemon left, and it really can't do anything except against Metagross. But that's why I have Leonidas in there.
Yeah, and we also have Salamence in the wings. So we go for hidden power fire. Doesn't do shit. And he's just gonna finally decide to finish us off. So here's the moment of truth. We need this close combat to kill. So we go for it, and
it does, because Leonidas is a badass.
He's like, this is Sparta, bitch. And he punched him square in the beak. And he's gonna get poisoned. And then Porygon G's coming out. I'm like, alright, close combat to the face. But then I was like, oh wait, bullet punch. What ifs? So then TJ's gonna finish this battle off with his Salamence.
And here comes the MVP, not really, but he comes in, gets that Intimidate. Oh no, it's a clear body, but it doesn't matter. Just because I got that Earthquake, it's dead. It was a nice match, and he was a really good player, and I hope to play him again sometime.
So yeah, this is our 4th battle of the weekend. We are trying to upload as many as we can. Comment, rate, subscribe, and for our subscriber special. Bye.